Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson on common human disease in Ethiopia. In our last lesson, we learned about tuberculosis. Today, we are going to learn about amoebic dysentery. We will talk about what causes the disease, how it spreads, and how we can control it. Let us begin with the lesson. Amoebic dysentery is a type of inflamed disorder in the intestine that is transmitted through contaminated food and water. By taking food and liquids into our bodies, we expose our digestive system to a number of infections. Stomach acid kills off most of the bacteria and viruses that get into the body through digestion. But some of them can withstand the acid and survive to cause problems. Amoebic dysentery is an infection caused by a protozoan parasite called Entamoeba histolytica. When it infects us, it invades the large intestine. The infection is spread by contaminated feces. Amoebic dysentery is typically treated by administering antibiotics to get rid of the parasite. Sometimes, even after taking antibiotics, the infection may reappear, and antibiotics will have to be taken again. Anyone is susceptible to contacting amoebic dysentery. However, it is normally found in younger to middle-aged people. Students, for our first activity, answer the following question. How is amoebic dysentery transmitted?
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. If you said that amoebic dysentery is transmitted by contaminated food or water, then you are correct. Let us continue with the lesson. Dysentery is a contagious disease. It can pass from one person to another. The main reason dysentery is spread is due to unhygienic conditions. Quite often, people forget to wash their hands after using the toilet and then use their unwashed hands for other purposes, such as handling food. Another reason for dysentery is poor sanitation conditions. Some countries have inadequate water purifying systems. Unclean water can be one of the reasons for developing the infection. The infection caused by dysentery results in diarrhea. Diarrhea is defined as the production of loose and runny feces. It is dangerous for anyone to have diarrhea, particularly the very young and the very old. Diarrhea can be very painful in both your abdomen and near your anus. It can also dehydrate you. Students, is dysentery an infection that can be spread easily? For our next activity, please write down your answer.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. If you answered yes, then you are correct. Dysentery is a contagious disease. Dysentery can be categorized into two types, bacillary and amoebic dysentery. Bacillary infection is a milder, common form of dysentery. It is caused by the Bacillus bacteria. The symptoms of this type of dysentery are watery stool with stains of blood, nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and a fever. Bacillary infection can usually be treated within a few days. Amoebic dysentery is a severe form of dysentery, which may stay for months and years without any signs. Amoebic dysentery is also caused by the amoeba, Entamoeba histolytica. It can be easily passed to other people who are using the same toilets. The symptoms of amoebic dysentery are similar to bacillary infection, but this infection is more painful. There is more blood in the feces, and the symptoms last much longer. The treatment for both types of dysentery is to take in plenty of fluids. This makes up for the fluid lost through diarrhea, and it also helps the antibiotics remove the infection. Prevention is the best way to control this infection. It is important to always wash your hands after using the toilet and before preparing food. Also, make sure that the water you drink or use to wash your food is clean water. Another way to prevent oneself from getting this infection is to avoid eating uncooked meat, eggs, and shellfish, and to stay away from people who are infected with this disease. It seems like common sense can be used to prevent the spread of dysentery. Students, can you name a few things you can do to prevent yourself from contracting this disease? Write your answers on a sheet of notebook paper.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. Here are a few easy things you can do to make sure you do not get dysentery. Wash your hands after you use the toilet or before you handle food. Use clean water to wash your food and to drink. Also, make sure you eat properly cooked meat, eggs, and shellfish. Stay away from people who are infected. That concludes our lesson for today. To review, we learned about amoebic dysentery and how it affects the body. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.